Oh man, I can't remember.
Derek Carr.
It's Kirk Cousins. Freaking. There's one more guy.
Derek Carr.
No, Derek Carr. Yeah. So we got an MVP race that's between three nobodies. I mean,
What's your angle? Angle?
What's your angle?
I don't think I have it.
I don't know. There's some myths out there that you're going to go and get Bryce. Well, I guess that's the story of the week. Bryce is being benched for Carolina for the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton. What do you think about that?
That's interesting. The for the Raiders wise, if I was them, I'd trade for Bryce Young.
So what teams are in the running for him?
Well, what do I have to give up? A third round pick? Second round pick?
Yeah. Yes. I say stick with what they got. If they're doing well with Minshew, come on. You think that Bryce and Minshew are that far apart? I think they're kind of the same player. They're going to run around. They're going to make plays. And if anything, Minshew's got a couple more miles on him. You might have to give Bryce like the end of this year to come be on another team or something. You know, he didn't even get as many snaps as Sam Darnold.
Yeah, but you have more potential with Bryce.
Well, you got more potential with like a ton of football players. That doesn't mean anything. You're saying potential just because he's young. I say just roll with what you got if it's working. If it's not working, maybe you're a team like, I don't know, the 49ers or the Redskins. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the Broncos. Wow, could you imagine that if they got a quarterback controversy with Bo Nix and Bryce? There's not much upside for the Broncos there. You're not going to insert Bryce.
That's never going to happen. It has to be with a team with
some draft picks.
With QB problems.
The Broncos have QB problems. Well, what do you think?
They.
The Giants.
Yeah, the Giants. Yeah, I'd say Giants. Like the freaking the Broncos. They just invested a top 12 pick with the QB. You know.
Yeah.
They're not drafting the QB.
No. What do you think about? Maybe he could go to the Falcons.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
They need some quarterback depth.
I guess so.
Art Blank over there is just like loading up on quarterbacks. He's making a 12-team roster with quarterbacks.
Yeah, he's playing fantasy football and like I'm gonna get all the QBs.
Yeah, he's gonna destroy the other teams by sucking up all the QBs. It's like, yeah, well, you don't got them. Anyways, let's go.
I got all the QBs.
Yeah. What do you think about Lawrence? Lawrence is looking awful. Like I said, all these quarterbacks are looking awful except for the three that are unusually good. Except for Herbert. Herbert's looking good. I mean, you even got the New England Patriots looking good. And what's his name? What the freak is the guy's name? Starts with
Brissett.
Brissett. Yeah, Brissett's looking pretty good, and he's playing the game the Patriot way. I like what you're seeing out of these Patriots. They're just grinding, and they do have the Thursday night game tomorrow on against the Jets. That's going to be all-out war because the Jets coming off that brutal loss to the 49ers, and then they just barely get past the Titans.
Yeah,
they're kind of like looking like a disappointing team.
Well, the freaking, they've had for the most part a cakewalk schedule.
Yeah,
they're playing they play the Niners, and then finally now they have a home game at least.
Yeah, exactly.
But
what do you think about? I mean, Joe Burrow.
Well, Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he's the quarterback for the Bengals.
Yes, I know who your quarterbacks. But
right.
week one was the tough game.
Yeah.
And then week 2 they lost to the Chiefs at Chiefs. Tough game. And They were in it the whole freaking game. Just that
Yeah.
one pass interference kind of screwed them.
Exactly.
But I don't know who they play next. But luckily for them, the freaking the Ravens are 0-2,
Yeah.
so they're 0-2. Ravens are 0-2.
This is
Who else?
pretty
Who else
amazing.
in that? Who else is in
Denver's
that
0
division?
2, but they weren't
Well,
expected to be good.
Steelers are 2-0. Steelers are 2-0.
Yes.
Who,
Yeah.
who else?
Rams.
Who else?
Are the Rams done?
They're
Is the
done.
Cinderella?
It's
You
over.
think they're done,
Season's
but
over.
okay, but they started the same way last year. So keep
No, but
playing. Cooper Cup's out
no,
too.
no,
Tua and
their
Cooper
whole
Cup's
team's out.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do, but I said the same thing last year. Maybe they tank. I don't know, but we said the same thing last year. I didn't expect them, and then they go and make the playoffs. So I don't know what to expect. This is it seems like an unusual season, and then you got the Chiefs just sitting there at the top, watching the rest of the league. Oh, are we good? Or are we not good? Oh, what are we going to do with this? Who's going to be the quarterback? Let's get a good trade. And then the Chiefs are just sitting there saying, "Oh man, this is fun. Let's wait till playoffs." It's ridiculous.
But
Not even a
yeah,
question.
but going into the season, I was like, oh, the Rams, that's a playoff team. And after 2 weeks, I'm like, oh my god,
I love that Rams team.
No, that's a good football team, but
It is.
after seeing what they've been hit with the last 2 weeks,
Yeah.
I think they got the bad stick on when it comes to injuries. It's like, oh my god, I think they're probably the most banged up team in football.
Yeah. But to speak of greatness, we got the Hall of Famer Kyler Murray. That's pretty interesting, right? Kyler Murray, he's the quarterback for the Cardinals.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, no, he set the record with a perfect quarterback rating last year, and he's only the second quarterback to do that in the history of the NFL. So
yeah, the
he's what they call the
158.3.
Yeah. Who do you think the other quarterback is that did that?
Oh, frig.
Put this up in the chat if you know the answer, and if you knew the answer before I told the professor.
I don't know. I literally don't know.
Well, take a guess.
Kurt Warner.
Oh yeah, no, that he would be the one though, since he won the MVP in his. It says here actually that. What is that true? Perfect passer rating, right? Or is a perfect QB rating, right? Passer rating is different, I think.
I think it would be QB rating.
This is weird. So, yeah, Kurt Warner. He joins Kurt Warner as the only other Cardinal quarterback to finish a game with a perfect passer rating. He's also the first quarterback since. Okay, no. So the difference is, so lots of quarterbacks had a perfect passer rating, but he's the second quarterback to have a perfect passer rating and over 50 yards with 250 yards passing. Because you could have a perfect passer rating, which is like dinks and dimes, just dropping it off.
Yeah.
But he had 250 yards and 50 yards rushing. So it's a legit, quarterback perfect passer rating. So him and Ken Anderson are the only two to ever do it. So that's 1974. Wow. That's pretty darn impressive. Because they didn't really pass too much back then, I don't believe. I think it was a lot of running. But anyways, let's go on.
Well,
go ahead.
Well, Ken Anderson, what team did he play for? I can't even guess what team he played for.
So let's see. Ken Anderson. Yeah, football. I mean, gosh dang. Bengals. He played for
Bengals. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He must have played against, like, I don't know. So I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame, but he's a nominee for the Hall of Fame. So he just had one great game. Kyler Murray might make it to the Hall of Fame. That guy's a stud, and he's got MJH on his team now. So he's got some weapons. I don't know. That Cardinals team might be baller. What do you think?
No.
Oh, gosh. Here we go. What do you think about Baker Mayfield? He's right up there. He got his revenge against the Detroit Lions and took him out 20-16.
He's been balling. Him and what's like we talking about before. Him and Carr have been going on a revenge tour apparently.
Absolutely. It's like everyone. And then speaking of quarterbacks.
News, or what?
News.
That's the most amazing thing I've ever heard.
Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa actually will be out for 4 games at least, and he's on the IR. They put him on the IR. If he goes over the 4 games, he has to be out the whole season on the. And they picked up quarterback out of Huntley, right? I think they picked up Huntley off the Ravens practice squad or something like that.
Yeah.
And Skylar Diggins will be the starting quarterback for where is he out of? North Carolina? He's going to be starting quarterback for Miami.
Oh,
what's his name?
I don't.
Skylar. No, I think he's out of. Yeah. I think
Skylar Thompson.
Skylar Thompson. Yeah. Skylar Diggins. That's a WNBA player. That's funny.
Yeah, I think he played at Kansas State.
K-State, did he?
Or something?
Okay.
Something like that.
I'm getting him mixed up with the UCLA guy that plays with the Browns, DH something. But anyways, yeah, so Skylar Thompson is going to be the starting quarterback. I think that Tyreek set off a chain reaction with his getting pulled over by the police and not complying. Or he said he complied. He's being accused of not complying. YouTube, don't take me down. He's a great guy. He's the best person out there. And, he set off a chain of events that's just taken this Miami team out of contention. I've been saying that they were going to make a playoff spot. Me no know anymore. What do you think? You think Miami's going to win the Super Bowl? Do you think that we'll have, Venezuelans down at MetLife Stadium anymore? What do you think's going to happen?
No, I don't think so. I don't think all our cats and dogs will be safe.
What? Okay. Well, that's it. We're done. I'm talking about the Venezuelans that were watching the soccer game down there and crawling through Argentinians. Yeah, that's right. They were climbing through.
Yeah, it was Argentinians or like Colombians or something, where they're going through the vents at Miami Stadium.
Yeah, that's right. Good times. But
I've never been more proud.
I think that the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars game was atrocious. I don't know what's going on with that Jacksonville team, but Trevor Lawrence needs to cut his hair and let his big head, play football again. No more Head and Shoulders commercials. You need to get back. If Kyler Murray can be doing what he's doing, and he never stopped. Once he came back from that injury, he's been looking phenomenal going into last year. Trevor Lawrence is turning into a bust. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, he just freaking living up to that hype from high school where he's like, "Oh, I'm the number 1 recruit. Look at me. I'm Trevor Lawrence."
Do you think he smells his own farts?
He could. Yeah, I could see him being freak. Especially after last year, I could definitely see him smelling his own farts.
I don't think those farts are as tasty as they used to be, though.
They're probably just as tasty. Now with
yeah.
What now do you got? 200 million in the bag.
What a bust! This is okay. Highest paid quarterbacks. You got Trevor Lawrence. You got Danny Dimes. You got
Tua.
Holy smokes. Listen to us, Jerry Jones. You've made a big mistake. You should have held out. You gave Dak the money. You fell for the trick. He's done. I don't know what's going to happen. But somehow he's done. This is you can't pay a quarterback and expect him to play anymore. That's just
they paid Tua.
I think Burrows is pretty high up, right? Didn't he get one? CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans at 2-0. What do you think about that? That's got to be pretty amazing. It looks like he is the truth.
Hey.
He is for real. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about CJ Stroud going up against Caleb and giving him the business? Obviously, Caleb looked terrible the first game, so it wasn't surprising that he looked terrible the second game. With all the weapons he has, he should be pretty good.
Oh, well, Caleb's looked bad the first 2 games.
Yeah, I know. So what do you expect out of this guy? Is he the next generational talent? Is he the next Trevor Lawrence? He's the next Trey Lance?
I like Caleb. I think he's going to be good, but
Well, you also like Kansas. So
I'm not a big fan of. Oh wow, Jesus!
So let's go over to
But,
MVP real quick. What do you think about this? Anything that you would take on this? Any value that you see? You got obviously Patty Mahomes looking at MVP, and he's probably going to get it just because it's one of those things where they don't win last year, so they're just going to give it to you the next year. Or did he win MVP? No, he didn't. It was Lamar. Yeah, so they'll probably give it to Patrick Mahomes.
Lamar.
Yeah. So I think they'll just give it to him. Where's Lamar on here? He's at plus 2,200. Dude can't win, right?
No, Lamar's not going to win this year. Impossible.
There's no way, right? It's impossible. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look at this crap. Brock Purdy, no picture. Oh, holy smokes. Can someone send this to Brock Purdy so he can get some more motivation? This is crazy. He's been in the league for what, 2 years? He should have a picture. I find that hilarious.
I would hope so.
He's been to the Super Bowl last year. He's still got no picture? I mean, Baker Mayfield's got his picture, Kirk Cousins, Anthony Richardson, and Caleb, I understand. Brock Purdy? Well, CJ Stroud doesn't have a picture, so that's fair. But Brock Purdy went to the Super Bowl. It's not that hard to get pictures of NFL football players, but okay. Jalen Hurts is at plus 1,200. Okay, so who do you think? Who do you like on this?
I'd probably go Stroud.
Ooh. Yeah, because it's just to win regular season MVP. He's already 2-0. What is so for value? But you obviously think Mahomes is going to win it.
Or I like Allen, but that's not really good value.
No, it's not good value, especially when you
Well,
got
even Stroud's not that much.
Yeah, Stroud's really bad value.
I'd say Allen or Stroud.
Okay. All right. Allen or Stroud. Well, let's see if there's anyone else lower that you like. I mean, Joe Burrow at plus 2,000. I think that's not bad value. He could easily get back in there. I mean, Ravens are also.
Oh, yeah, easily. Yeah.
He's got the weapons. He's got the team. I don't know what's going on with them right now, but they could turn it around. Aaron Rodgers, I don't think so. He's played like crap. Maybe he is over the hill. I'm not putting my money in there. Brock Purdy, he doesn't put it
Brock,
up.
no.
Stats.
No.
Lamar Jackson, no, he can't win it.
Lamar,
Jared
no.
Goff,
He just won it. No.
Jared Goff
no.
could win it.
Dak, no. Baker, no.
You don't think Goff can win it?
I guess no. I guess if I'd say
Derek Carr,
Tyler, if he keeps Derek Carr is not a bad one if you want to put like $100 in it.
Oh heck yeah! I mean, if you want to put $100, holy smokes! I'll put 100. I'll put 25 on Carr. I'll put 25 on Kirk. 25 on Sam Darnold. And then, I mean, heck, Justin Fields is 2-0. This is a great time for the best quarterbacks in the game right now. Are way undervalued. That's exactly what we were speaking of at the very beginning of the show. I think that's what I'll do next time I go. Just like drop off a whole bunch of money on these lesser known quarterbacks that aren't valued. But let's go into next week's real quick. Let's go over the games and you tell me if there's anything you're feeling about this. Well, let's get the odds. Obviously, we're not doing it just for who's going to win. That's just stupid. Who does that? Right, player? Scores.
Yeah, bro.
Let's see. Okay, share this tab instead. Bing, bing, bing. All right. So we got the Patriots. We got the Jets -6 at home against the Patriots. Thursday night. Ramondre Stevens is obviously a beast. You got the Changs. Any take or no? Takers?
Man.
Same
No,
MetLife.
no. I don't
Okay,
like the Pats. I don't like this. I don't like the Jets.
Yeah. So let's say Giants at Browns. And it's Browns -6.5.
Oh, jeez, that's so
I
many
would like to
points.
see
But I do
Malik
not
Neighbors.
like the freaking. I just don't like the freaking Giants. I guess I'll go Browns.
Malik Neighbors is 15 receptions for 193 and 1 touchdown. He might be there for, receiver. I mean, offensive rookie of the year, huh? Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. But Tennessee -1.5 at home against the Packers. Let us know what you think, chat.
Repeat that again. I'm sorry.
So the Titans, so the Packers on the road to the Titans. Titans -1.5. So the Titans -1.5 at home against the Packers. That's a tough one because you're not going to have obviously no Bryce. So
Jordan Love.
I mean Jordan Love. Yeah, Bryce. That's a little racist of me. I apologize, YouTube. Josh Jacobs. He's going to be taking the brunt of this. Will Levis is horrible. I got no faith in him. He's horrible.
Well, he's not horrible, but
he's horrible.
He just makes the dumbest decisions I've ever seen as the quarterback.
He's the poor man's Josh Allen.
Yeah, like if I'm like, is he drunk? Has he been drinking before he?
I don't know what
before he went on the field.
Yeah,
like if someone is like, oh yeah, he had a couple whiskeys, I'll be like, okay, that makes sense because his decision making with his turnovers, I'm like, what the freak did that guy just do?
Yeah, give me Jameis Winston all day, right? Give me Jameis Winston.
Oh,
put him on the field.
Oh, Jameis Winston, Mr. 30 for 30 does not do the stuff that freaking Levis does.
He does like the ultimate mistake. It's just nonsense. It doesn't even make sense. It's well, that's the definition of nonsense. But yeah, he just plays. He's trying too hard. It seems like go down, fight for another 4 downs. Give it up, man. You don't have to be the rock star. It's wait for your moments. No, he's very anxious. He's forcing things. It's ugly. It's ugly. Be more of a game manager. He just wants to hit the home run.
Yeah, it's very ugly.
I don't know what to say. So you're taking Packers then?
I'll take Packers. I was a Levis fan before the season, but now I'm like, oh no, I can't bet on this guy.
No, you can't, man. It's only if he stops doing so much, right?
Well, yeah, I guess so. But do you trust he'll do that?
No, not right now. I mean, he thinks he's playing like he's playing like like it's a season where he needs to like make some money, like a free agent season, and I don't get it. Why don't you just play like you're playing for the starting position? Because he is. Right? I mean, there's no guarantee he's going to be the starter.
He scares me.
Yeah. So Malik Willis will be the starter. So the over-under is 37.5. I mean, this is going to be a low-scoring game. They're going to lean on the defense. 37.5 is very low. I don't know. I don't know how to play that. But let's go to the next game anyways, unless you got any thoughts. Bears versus Colts. And it's -1 Colts.
Oh, jeez. Oh, freak.
Well, I know you're a big Anthony Richardson fan, so
416 last week.
4 interceptions.
Well, He lost to the Malik Willis and the freaking Packers last week. You can't lose to that team.
Packers can't lose,
That's
man.
just well, hey, we're the Packers. We have
Yeah.
a backup quarterback. We're just gonna run the
Exactly.
ball all day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they ran the ball like 40 times, and the Colts defense were like, "What the heck are they doing? They're running the ball? Oh my god!"
Yeah.
It's like, what did you think was gonna happen? They're gonna
Yeah.
run
I
the
think
ball on you all day. Like, why are you
exactly.
surprised?
Yeah.
This should not happen. You should know. Oh, they're gonna run the ball on us. We should
Yeah.
play a 4-6 defense and
Stack the box.
sack the
Yep.
box. And
Exactly.
then when the Packers ran the ball on them, they were like, "Can you believe they ran the ball on us?" Like, no, yes,
Yeah.
this is what they were gonna do. Why are you surprised? So
Yeah.
the Colts after that game, they scare me. I don't
Well,
trust the Colts at all.
so we got Bears Colts. So that's a good game. It's like this is like a can win game for both teams. That's kind of funny. It's like, oh, this is the game we should win. Both teams are saying that. Yeah. That's kind of funny. But going to the next game, let's say Texans at the San Francisco 49er Kryptonites.
What?
The Texans are playing the San Francisco 49er Kryptonites.
The Niners aren't playing the Texans next week.
No, I said the Kryptonites. Who's the Kryptonite for the San Francisco 49ers? Who's the team that they can't
the
beat?
Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Ha,
It
ha, ha.
might as well be the Chiefs. I'm talking about the real kryptonite. The one they can't understand, they can't comprehend because coaching staff, they just go out there and they put some kind of scheme that just puts the 49ers in some kind of daze or something, and they can't figure it out. And they're woo. I don't care who's quarterback. They can't beat this team.
Who is it?
The Vikings.
Oh, ha ha ha! Real funny.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke. They have their number and they can't beat them. Am I lying? Tell me if I'm lying because I don't want to be a liar.
We can't beat them on the road.
Who's we? You're nobody. All right. I don't want to hear we. All right. Who?
They
You
can't
guys
beat
are
them on the road.
losers. You guys are losers. But okay. So what is your take on that game? Let me tell you straight up. So Texans going to the Vikings. It's Texans -2.
Texans going to Vikings. Give me the Texans.
Oh yeah, -2 though. You're gonna give up the 2. You're not just saying this because you're mad, right?
Well, it's only 2. It's not that many points.
I know, but they're just playing so phenomenal, and Sam Darnold is, I guess, what do you call it? The truth, I suppose, right? Yeah,
I guess so. But
Sam,
it's only 2 points.
you about
You can't
Sam
handle the truth.
Yeah. Just take the Vikings, take your medicine and drink it and go to bed knowing that the Vikings will be in the Super Bowl. So what's
Whatever, bro. Whatever.
yeah, my Vikings, baby. Okay, so Eagles, they're traveling to New Orleans to play the other MVP, Derek Carr, and it's -2.5.
Oh, that's a tough one.
-2.5 Saints. So you're drinking this Kool-Aid of the Saints, or the Eagles just imploding? Are they done playing football?
Where are they at?
They're at New Orleans.
Oh, jeez, they're at New Orleans.
Yeah. This is just hard to believe that this Eagles team just still doesn't have it together after a whole offseason. Bless you.
I'm not surprised, but if I had to pick a team, even though
I don't think I could bet this game. I'm not a believer in the Saints, and I'm not a disbeliever in the Eagles.
I'd go Eagles. I'll take the points.
Ooh, yeah, you got to take the points. But then again, I could see freaking dude scoring like
Oh, the Eagles
5
destroying
million
them.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it wouldn't be like a surprise
I
or anything.
no.
Let's go through this real quick. We're going through. We're still at 10 o'clock. Chargers, Steelers. Anything? All pretty close games.
Oh, that's gonna be a that's gonna be an ugly game to watch.
Oof. Yeah, Harbaugh's gonna say,
What
"Let's
what is
play."
it?
It's -1.5 Pittsburgh
What is it? Freak.
at 10 o'clock.
That's it's gonna be. Ooh. I'd say
35.5 is the over
give me
under.
Frank. I'd say give me the under if I had to pick something.
Wow. Even though the Chargers have Herbert, huh? That defense is phenomenal.
It's gonna be an ugly game. I wouldn't be surprised if the only ones that score on this game are the defense or the special teams.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the game of the week. Tickets as low as $36. Broncos at the Bucks.
That's game of the week. Jesus Christ.
Well, it doesn't have to be. I mean, it's just what it is, -6.5 Tampa Bay.
I guess give me Tampa.
That sounds like a question. 6.5.
I'm not a fan of this game in general.
Is this does the Bo Nix era start this Sunday?
I guess if it's gonna start, it'd be this week.
Not under the Bake Show's watch. 474, 5 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Holy smokes. That's phenomenal, dude. That is a phenomenal start of the year. So then we got the Panthers heading over to Las Vegas. It's -5 Las Vegas. Oh my gosh, the Panthers. They're going to look better with the Red Rocket coming into the stadium. Gardner Minshew, 533 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. This will be interesting. Devontae Adams doesn't have his head down so low anymore. He's still got some pep in his step. They're going to want to feast on the Panthers. And the Panthers, I don't know what they want to do. They just want to keep it close. They don't want to get embarrassed. So do you take the -5? You take the 5 points with the Panthers?
So I know normally you're supposed to take the team that benches the quarterback because they have the
pep,
like the pep in this step.
Yeah.
But oh man, I have no faith in them.
Yeah.
Is it at Raiders or at Panthers?
Vegas.
At Vegas. Oh,
yeah.
Give me the Raiders. I just me picking the Panthers just seems.
Yeah. But the thing about it too is the Raiders is the same kind of team that has the pep in their step, and they seem like they're a team that's run by this head coach that's just like an energy guy. It's like they're just this down-to-earth team that's not going to give up anything for free. They don't think of themselves too big, and they don't think of themselves as small. They come into every game, well prepared. It's just the team that you're not going to pick on or catch them sleeping. I don't think they're not a great team, but they're not going to be caught sleeping. You know what I mean? Gardner Minshew, he embodies what this team stands for. The same thing that the head coach kind of stands for. He's just kind of like, we're just going to bring our lunch pail and we're going to go to work.
Yeah.
So, okay, next one, we got the Skylar Thompsons traveling to the Seahawks. That's tough. That's very tough. And it's -4 Seattle.
I'm picking Seattle all the way.
That's tough.
Seahawks, they're done.
That same, yeah. Seahawks is that same kind of team. And Geno Smith, 498, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. He's hitting on all cylinders.
I don't like Geno, but I'll pick Geno over Skylar Thompson all day.
Yeah, but Geno's a starter, right?
He's garbage. He's a mid starter.
Okay, let me see. Let's get through this real quick. So we got Ravens at Cowboys, -1 Baltimore. That's a tough one.
Ravens at
Real quick.
Ravens at Cowboys. That's a tough one.
At Cowboy Stadium. Let's go, Professor. Professor of nothing. Come on. Let's get your pick.
Give me the Ravens. I think it's a must win for them more because they're what? They're 0-3, right?
Yeah.
They're 0-2? 0-2 or
Yeah.
0-2
With
or
a loss to
0-3?
the 0-2 with a loss to the Raiders at home. So that's tough. That's brutal. And the Cowboys coming off a demolishing too. So they're just embarrassed. Both teams are embarrassed, and they're looking bad right now. But you're playing at AT&T. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards the Cowboys, man. This is a pick 'em.
I'm just picking the Ravens because if they go 0-3, they're done, right?
I'm telling you, it looks like from what I've seen from the Ravens, Lamar's getting no help and he's doing too much. I don't know if he's taking away from the team because he's doing so much. And sometimes you got that star player and you just don't, the rest of the team kind of like shuts down a little bit. But he's dominating. He's putting up phenomenal numbers, probably MVP numbers, but he's not going to get the MVP. But it's just like tickets as low as $37. You could go to this game. Anyways, yeah, I'm just going with the Cowboys. 49ers at Rams.
Oh, it's Niners all day. Rams are
7. Yeah.
Oh, I'll take them. Rams are just.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the Rams.
Lions at Cardinals. Detroit is -3 on the road going to the Cardinals.
Cardinals are looking kind of sneaky good, but
they are.
I pick the Lions.
Okay, they're going to come back to earth. Chiefs at the Falcons for Sunday Night Football in Atlanta. ATL Kansas City is -3.5 on the road.
I don't like the 3.5. I would I'd like to bite it down to 3 and push with the
That's
Vikings.
ugly too. Yeah. Okay. I'm taking the Falcons in this one. A field goal game. The Chiefs are satisfied. The Falcons are hitting on all cylinders. They might be good. I'm willing to lean the way with the Falcons on Sunday Night Football. Although it is big time Kirk Cousins. When the lights shine, he shrinks. So,
well, they are coming off a short week too.
Yeah, it's hard, but I got to take the Falcons. I like this team. I like the makeup of it. B. John Robinson is playing very well. He's hitting the hole hard. Give me the Falcons. So, and then you got 2 Monday Night Football games. Is that correct?
You got the Bills and the
Bills and Jaguars. So the Jaguars at the Bills.
Dolphins? Or Bills and Jaguars? Yeah, Bills and Jaguars.
Jaguars at the Bills -5.
2
games left. Give me your take on the Jags at the Bills. 0-2 at 2-0, -5.
I don't know about the 5.5, but I think the Bills are gonna beat the Jags easily.
This is
the Jags. I see them when it comes to firing head coaches and firing GMs.
Yeah,
the Giants, or not the Giants, the Jaguars are on my radar.
Yeah. But let's see. What do you think about we got the Bengals sitting at 0-2, welcoming the Commanders. So it's -7.5. These could be 2 very bad games. But I don't know. Are the Bengals bad? That's the question.
No, I don't think they're bad. They lost to the Chiefs, really close game, and then week 1 they lost to the Pats. That's a bad loss. That's that's one I don't. Especially at Bengals.
Yeah. But Jaden Daniels does not look like he's that guy. And nobody's talking about him because nobody watches Commander football except for my boy. What's his name? Alejandro. So we got, he's sitting at 410 yards. So that's pretty good. No touchdowns, no interceptions. It's just not doing anything. So he's got a 46 QB rating. Jaden Daniels is are you expecting more out of him? He's kind of thrown in the fire. The Bengals have to be licking their chops. This is a must-win for the Bengals. Am I right?
Oh well, they're 0-2. If,
This is a
they
must-win,
have to
right?
win. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they lose tonight, they're 0-3, and yeah, the AFC North isn't
Yeah.
been killing it so far, but you can't be 0-3 and make the playoffs. That's just you're just playing with fire at that point.
Not killing it is kind of an understatement when it comes to what the Bengals are doing. But Jaden Daniels is just that bad, and it might not be his fault, or he could be a bust. What do you think? Any takes on that? I know you haven't seen many Commanders football, but
I think their team just sucks.
I want to see some Drake May. But it doesn't look like we'll see him anytime soon, huh?
No. If I was the Pats, I wouldn't play him anytime soon. I'll let their team sucks, and I'll let Jacoby take at least half the season of damage.
Yeah, at least. And do you think Jacoby could possibly be the starter for the whole year if they keep winning? Only if they win. Do you think if they start losing, you'll see Drake May, or do they not care?
I think they'll probably play him, but I think they'd prefer not to play Drake May the whole year because Jaden they have no one else.
Yeah.
Washington's like, oh, just play him, screw it.
Exactly. And finally, do you think Brock Purdy gets benched?
No.
Okay, there you go. You heard it here first.
Who's he gonna get benched for? Dobbs or the other dude? It's Brandon Allen or something. I don't know who the backup is.
I would bench Brock Purdy for Arnold Allen.
Oh, the UFC fighter?
And not the bald one. The one with hair. The fake Arnold Allen.
That's a tough decision. Arnold Allen, he looks kind of like, I think he has autism.
Yeah. We'll see how Jackson Dart does this week without his girlfriend, and we'll watch some NFL, and we'll come back to it and hit it up next week. All right, Professor. Any last words? No, I think that's about it. All right.
Wow, you just took it out of my mouth. You're going to say something, but you're like...
Every time. You say the same thing every time. Okay, any last words?
What do I say?
You say, no, I think that about covers everything.
So, I think that covers everything.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Peace.
Peace.